History remembers conquerors. It remembers builders. It remembers those who leave a lasting mark on civilization. But what about those who laid the groundwork? What about the figures shrouded in the mists of time, whose contributions are no less significant for their obscurity? This is the story of one such figure, King Alyattes of Lydia. Alyattes was not a household name like Rameses or Alexander. He didn't conquer vast empires or build wonders of the ancient world. Yet, his reign marked a turning point in history. He was an innovator, a warrior, and a builder who set the stage for the rise of the Lydian Empire. His story is a testament to the power of quiet influence, of the seeds of change sown long before the fruit is born. This is the story of the unsung hero of the Lydian dynasty, the king who paved the way for his more famous son, Croesus. This is the story of Alyattes. To understand Alyattes, we must first understand the Lydians. They were a people of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. Their kingdom, Lydia, was strategically located at the crossroads of trade routes between east and west. The Lydians were known for their wealth and their culture. They were skilled artisans, merchants, and musicians. Their language, Lydian, was part of the Anatolian branch of the Indo-European language family. The Lydians were ruled by a series of kings. These kings were often in conflict with their neighbors. They fought for territory, for resources, and for dominance. It was into this world of conflict and opportunity that Alyattes was born. Alyattes was born into the Mermnad dynasty, a dynasty that would come to rule Lydia for over a century. He was the son of Alyattes, a king known for his military prowess. Little is known of Alyattes' early life. We can imagine him being groomed for leadership, trained in the arts of war and diplomacy. He would have inherited a kingdom at the crossroads of history, a kingdom poised for greatness. Upon his father's death, Alyattes ascended to the throne. He inherited a kingdom embroiled in conflict. His reign would be marked by both war and peace, by expansion and innovation. He would leave an indelible mark on Lydia, transforming it into a regional power. Alyattes was a shrewd ruler. He understood that military might was only one aspect of power. To truly secure his kingdom's place in the world, he needed to look beyond the battlefield. He needed to innovate. One of his most significant innovations was the introduction of coined money. Before Alyattes, trade was conducted through barter or the exchange of weighed metals. This system was inefficient and prone to fraud. Alyattes revolutionized commerce by introducing coins of standardized weight and purity. These coins, made from electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver, bore the royal seal of Lydia. This innovation facilitated trade, boosted the Lydian economy, and spread Lydian influence far and wide. Section 5. Dawn of Coinage. The impact of Alyattes' coinage cannot be overstated. It was a game changer, not just for Lydia but for the ancient world. For the first time, a standardized system of currency facilitated trade on a scale never seen before. Merchants no longer had to rely on bartering or weighing precious metals. They could now conduct business with ease and confidence, knowing that the coins they used were backed by the Lydian state. This innovation spurred economic growth, not just within Lydia, but throughout the region. It paved the way for the development of complex economies and laid the foundation for the international trade networks that would come to define the ancient world. Section 6. Military Triumphs. While Alyattes was a visionary leader who understood the importance of economic power, he was also a skilled military strategist. He knew that to secure his kingdom's prosperity, he needed to defend its borders and expand its influence. Alyattes waged numerous military campaigns throughout his reign. He fought against the Medes to the east, the Greeks to the west, and various other Anatolian kingdoms. He expanded the Lydian kingdom eastward to the Halys River, a natural border between Lydia and the Medes. His campaigns were not merely about conquest, they were about securing trade routes, consolidating power, and establishing Lydian dominance in the region. His military successes transformed Lydia from a regional player into a force to be reckoned with. Section 7. The Eclipse of Thales. One of Alyattes' most famous military encounters was his war with the Greeks of Miletus. The war dragged on for years, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Then, something extraordinary happened. During a battle between the Lydians and the Medes, the sky suddenly darkened. The sun disappeared, plunging the battlefield into an eerie twilight. This celestial event, now known to have been a total solar eclipse, occurred on May 28, 585 BC. It is believed to have been predicted by the Greek philosopher Thales of Miletus. The eclipse so terrified both the Lydians and the Medes that they laid down their arms and negotiated a peace treaty. The Halys River was agreed upon as the border between the two kingdoms. Section 8. A King's Legacy in Stone. Alyattes' reign was not just about war and economic innovation. Like many rulers of his time, he was a builder, a patron of the arts, and a king who sought to leave a lasting legacy. He commissioned numerous building projects throughout his kingdom, including temples, palaces, and fortifications. These structures, built from stone and marble, were a testament to Lydian wealth and craftsmanship. They stood as symbols of Alyattes' power and prestige. But perhaps his most impressive architectural achievement was his own tomb, a monument that would stand for centuries as a testament to his greatness. Section 9. The Tomb of Alyattes. Located south of Sardis, the Lydian capital, the Tomb of Alyattes was a marvel of ancient engineering. It was a massive earthen mound, or tumulus, built atop a stone base. The tumulus was so large that it was considered one of the largest human-made structures in the ancient world. The tomb was surrounded by a moat and a stone wall, features that spoke to Alyattes' power and the importance placed on protecting his final resting place. The entrance to the tomb was a long, narrow passage that led to a central chamber. While the tomb was looted in antiquity, its sheer size and grandeur continue to impress visitors today. The Tomb of Alyattes was more than just a burial place. It was a symbol of his power, his wealth, and his enduring legacy. It was a monument that would stand for centuries, a silent reminder of the king who had transformed Lydia into a regional power. Section 10. An Enduring Legacy. Alyattes ruled Lydia for over 4 decades. When he died, he left behind a kingdom transformed. Lydia was no longer a minor player in Anatolian politics. It was a regional power, a wealthy and sophisticated kingdom that commanded the respect of its neighbors. Alyattes' legacy lived on, not just through his monuments, but through the institutions he established and the innovations he introduced. His coinage revolutionized commerce, his military campaigns secured Lydia's borders, and his building projects enhanced the kingdom's prestige. He paved the way for his son, Croesus, to rule over a golden age. Croesus would become legendary for his wealth and his conquests, but it was Alyattes who laid the foundation for his son's success. Section 11. Exploring the Past. The story of Alyattes is a reminder that history is not just about the big names, the famous battles, or the grand monuments. It's also about the individuals who, through their vision, their courage, and their determination, shape the course of events. As we delve into the annals of history, let us not forget those who came before, those who laid the groundwork for the civilizations we marvel at today. Their stories, often hidden in the shadows, are no less compelling, no less important for understanding the tapestry of human history. So the next time you encounter a lesser-known figure from the past, take a moment to learn their story. You might be surprised by what you discover, by the impact they had, and by the insights they offer into the complexities of our shared history.